button, subscribe, and turn those post notifications on so you get notified every time I post a new video. Let's get started. We're going to be having half a cup of warm water. Then we have the amazing 1 tablespoon of sugar, and we're gonna put that in. We're gonna sprinkle our yeast. 1 packet is also 2 1/4 teaspoons. So now we're gonna sprinkle this yeast on top, and we're gonna let that sit. We're going to let this sit and try to activate the yeast for 10 minutes. Okay, the yeast has now activated, so now we're gonna add some more ingredients. So we have a cup of milk, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 4 tablespoons of butter. It is melted and soft. 2 eggs. Also, 1/3 cup of egg whites. I'm using egg whites. And now we're gonna mix this up. And now we're gonna come back with the other ingredients so we can put in to make the dough. Now I have the ingredients to make the yeast doughy. So here we have 4 cups of flour, so a lot of flour. We have half a teaspoon of saute and 1/4 cup of azúcar, also known as sugar. And we're gonna mix that up with the hook. Now that our dough is finished, I use my muscles. It should look like this, nice and doughy. So what we're gonna do to have this dough rise is we're gonna you can put saran wrap, a towel over it. You're gonna put it in a warm space. And we're gonna let it rise for an hour. Okay, baby boys, this bad boy has been rising for about an hour, exactly an hour. Now that the dough is rising, it should look a little taller. I'm gonna smash it like the Hulk. Now that I've smashed it, I'm going to put this towel over once more, and we're gonna let it rise for another 10 minutes. We're gonna make our filling. 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of white sugar, a tablespoon of cinnamon. I put 1/4 cup of butter. This is to brush on the bread. So I'm just gonna put the white sugar with the brown sugar and the cinnamon. We're just gonna mix this like so. So now I'm finished mixing it, and this is how it should look. So now I'm gonna take this thick bad boy out, and I'm gonna knead it a little. You're gonna knead it a little. You wanna flatten it out first by yourself, and then I recommend then doing it with a rolling pin. And we're gonna roll it out by a 10 by 14 so that it's long. You could cut it. And if you're a youngster like moi, make sure you have a parent or parental supervision. Luckily, I have that. So we're gonna get the knife and we're gonna cut it into 3 rectangles. So I'm gonna cut it here. So now we have some melted butter, and like I said in the beginning, it's 1/4 cup. And we're just gonna brush it onto the rectangles. And the reason we're putting butter on is so when we put our cinnamon sugar topping that it sticks on and it just doesn't fall right off onto it. And it's gonna keep this nice and moist. Now I'm going to grab the cinnamon sugar, just sprinkle. So you wanna be generous with your filling because when it's in the oven, it caramelizes, which gives it that sweet, gooey flavor. So for our next step, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it apart like this. So we're gonna roll this up. We're gonna roll this up into cylinders. But I've connected them all. That needs to be connected. And we're gonna start braiding. So if you don't know how to braid, what you do is you grab one side from the right and you put it in the middle. And you grab this piece. And what is gonna happen is they're gonna come apart. That's why it's so fragile. And so you just, when it comes apart, you're just gonna be casual and you just gotta put it back. And now we're gonna grab this side and we're gonna put it in the middle. This here, put it there. I'm gonna grab this, and we're just gonna keep going like that. It's a pattern. We got it. It gets tighter at the bottom and loose at the top. And we are going to cut the middles so it's pretty. It gives it a nice effect. And you just do that. And so you can see the cinnamon and sugar. how it should look. We're gonna put a towel over it and we're gonna let it sit. Okay guys, this braid has been rising to its full potential. So now we're gonna put this egg wash. I'm using the egg white and this is what gives it the moistness. My oven is preheating at 375. It's gonna look nice and glossy. I put this bad boy in and cook it for 25 minutes. So I just took this out of the oven and it smells so good and the whole room smells so amazing. The aroma. Look at that. Okay, so for this glaze, you're going to need 1 cup of powdered sugar, and then you want a teaspoon of vanilla extract along with 2 to 3 tablespoons of milk. And if you want, I made this in my other video, my scone video, so go check that out to see how I made this. Okay guys, this is how it looks. It looks so good, so delicious. I'm so excited to try this. We're just gonna let the glaze set for a little bit and then we're gonna try it. This bread, oh my god, the smell is immaculate. I'm gonna dig in. Oh my god, it tastes so good, better than Cinnabon, and I love Cinnabon. 2 thumbs up.